Hello, so my name is Surojit and I want to demo you about the Blackboard tablet which I have made working for the last few months. Now before I start the demo, let me tell you that why I have made this and what is the idea behind this. These are the demo prototypes of paper tablets which I see in the future will replace all the books and notebooks carried by the children to the school. Now, why I thought about this is that there are a few reasons about it. If you have noticed nowadays, children carrying very heavy bags on their shoulders to school. The school bags are really heavy and causing a problem to their spine. Number one. Second problem is that wastage. A lot of wastage of paper by printing books and notebooks. Books cannot be reused every year because the syllabus is changed or the content is changed. And more than that, the notebooks which are just thrown away even without writing all into full. That is a great wastage and it is not good for the nature. And then another point is that right now, if you think like a student does not have any portal where they can get all their data at one place. For example, we already have something called LinkedIn. But right now, if I ask a student, can you show me your records of this standard, first standard, second standard, they won't have. So how good that would be if we can store all the data in some server and let the students some access method so that they can access it at will. This can be used even for admissions in higher schools and colleges where they simple the link, the school and college will be able to find out about the student from the beginning. And also it is also possible to run some intelligent artificial intelligence algorithm or machine learning algorithm in behind which can predict that what the student is good at and what he should take up in his future studies. Now with this introduction, let me start the demo. So these are all demo prototypes and I have made one tablet which the teacher will have, and each student should have one tablet in their hand. And so here I am showing a demo with two students. So these are all. Now before I come back to that to the demo once again, I would like to say that we may think that when it comes to ebook, tablet is a good solution, but actually tablet is not. The reason behind is that the blue light emitting from the tablet is not very good for the eyes for anybody, leave alone the children. And as a parent, we will not like our children to carry a tablet all the time. This is a much better solution. This is a non-glossy screen. It doesn't reflect any light. It does not have any light of its own. Right now, because of the demo purpose, this has been laminated with a polythene script. Otherwise, it's very rough. It's as good as reading in a paper. And what we have this is a EPD screen from ink, and behind we have the sensor from the Wacom. We have these 4 buttons. We have only 4 buttons. This is a shutdown button, this is a go back button, this is the page up, and this is the page down. So let's start the demo. So let's take the first day scenario when the teacher entered the class with his or her tablet in the hand and he switches on his tablet. So note that nothing has been stored inside in the device, or what all it has is got only the serial number. So based on the serial number, it is interacting with a remote server through Wi-Fi, and then it is fetching out that whose device it's belong to. For example, just with checking the serial number, it found out that this device belongs to a teacher. His name is teacher 1. He is in XYZ school, and it is also printing the date. And in here it is showing the routine of the next 4 classes. So right now, rest all are in gray, and this one is white because this is 8 a.m. in the morning. Now the time is here hard coded because of a demo purpose. The time 8 a.m. in the morning, and this is the class the teacher must take. So what the teacher can do, this pen runs with the EMR technology that doesn't need any button. What the teacher has to do is that he simply has to click this button, and he or she can see all the students listed on the screen underneath. So I just do it. Now see, the full page has been loaded and it is showing all the students. So S001 to student 1 to student 40. Supposedly there are 40 students in the class. But I will just show you the demo with only these 2 students, and all of them are gray because none of them are in the school, in the class yet. So I'll show you something interesting here. If you click on any of the student tab, it will show the info about the student. For example, it is showing like his date of birth, his parents' name, what is the score in the last class, etc. And you just need to press the back button. There's a back button, and that will disappear. The same is for another one. Now let's say student 1 is coming inside the class and he switch on his device. So what we will see, this gray button which shows student 1 will change into white immediately student 1 switch on his device. So just see that this gray color turned into white, showing that this is the student 1 has arrived. And what we see in the student 1 stop screen is that, can you put it here? He's showing, it is again from the just querying using the serial number, it is saying that this is the ID of the student, this is the student name, this is the school which is belong to, which class, which section, which roll number, what is the age, and today's date. If you go a little below, it is showing the weekly routine. It is showing the weekly routine, and one of them is the science. It is a science class today, and here these are all the diary notes where you can see. Now let's say student 2 is also coming to school. So this is student 2, and we can see that the student 2, can you focus here? Student 2's tab color has changed from black to white, gray to white, which means this student has already been into the class. So this is the first page for the student, for the teacher, and these are the first page for the student. This screen, while development got a little bit of damage, that's why you can see these black lines, and I have not replaced it because it was not feasible at that time. So otherwise there is nothing to bother about these black lines. These are because of this screen got a bit of damage. Now let's go to the next page for all the devices. First let's start with the teachers. So we go to the teacher, it is showing, it has got few tabs like the books, notebooks, for students, the diary note, current affair, and official communications. I'll come to things one by one, but you can see there's 2 books and showing the download icon. That means since the teacher is a science student and it has found out the device has found out that he is from class 5, so the device is suggesting the teacher to download these 2 books which are class 5 science book. Now normally in normal traditional schools, teacher does not get a book in his hand. In this case, the books are always available for the teacher, and these are for free. These are for free. So teacher simply need to click on it and the download will start. Till the time this download is happening, let's go to the second screen of student 1. Can you focus there? See, here also it is showing, now here it is showing all the books. Now for the teacher it shows only the books for which the subject he is teaching, but for the student it is showing all the books which he should download. Now for the student, the books he should be paying. That is, his parents or whoever is sponsoring for the student education, they must pay for the books to be downloaded. Now in this case, the payment has already been made, maybe using the website or anywhere, and that is why it is showing to download the books. So till the time it download, let me tell you that when we make this real books convert to the e-books, this e-book, the books cost will come down by 70% at least. Now since the time that download is happening, let's go to the next screen of student 2. See, focus here. Now in this case, what we see is the payment for the book for student 2 has not been made. That is why this icon is coming that please buy the book from this scan, and after you buy it, these books icons will automatically icons will come here automatically. In the meantime, can you show the books has been downloaded? If you see, the books has been downloaded. Now take the case that somebody has paid for the books. So what we have to do, we have to just go and change one bit in the server, and you will see the books will automatically get downloaded. Focus here. So now I change the information in the server that the payment has been made. So that banner went off, and you can see the icons of the book, the same books which the student should get, have already come here. So I'll press the download button, and the book should get downloaded. Now let's see, this is the second page of all the devices for the teacher device, student device, and student 2 device. Now normally what the teachers does, the teachers will say that children open the book, page number this and that. In this case, the teacher need not to do all these things. For example, the teacher want to teach this science OpenCL model, he simply open the book, the teacher. Now I'm assuming the teacher is a male, so I'm referring as a he. So teacher has opened his book, and what he can do is that simply, focus a little up so that we can see all the three screens add together. Yes. So I'll put, the moment I press the sync, the teacher press the sync, the books will automatically get opened in the student device on the same page number. See, the books got synced, and it is showing the book is synced. The book is synced. Now, whenever the teacher wants to teach, whenever he turns the page, the same page will get turned in the student device also. So this will make sure that the children are in the same page always, and whatever teacher is there, they are always focusing. Now it is possible to take running notes. For example, if teacher wants to give some running note on the book, he can say that and write simply something like this, teacher. And you see, it has already come up in the student 2 device as well as the student 1 device. Each one of them can individually take their own notes. Student 2, each one of them can take their individual own notes. Now once everything has been done, teacher can do the end write and simply can do an unsync. The books will get closed. Teacher need to close the books on its own. Now let's see that now next time when at home or at any other time when the student is trying to read the books, so he can simply click on the book. And he can start reading simply with the press of button. Now at the time the student may be feeling that let me see the notes that teacher has given or I have written on the notes. So simply focus on here. You simply put show notes, and all the notes which the teacher has given or he himself has written already appears. Let's go to that one also. Sorry, that was not the book. Was it? Let's see the same for student 1's book. So this is student 1's book, and if he wants to see the note, simply say show note, and the notes what the student and the teacher has made is already there. Hide notes will hide it, and he can close the book. Now when it comes to book, let me show something very interesting that often in school, for example, even my son is going to school and he's trying to learn a new language like Kannada, but it's very difficult for us, who doesn't know this language, new language, we definitely wants to learn this language, to teach it, to help him at home to learn this language. So what if the book can speak for itself?